Manuel Luis Quezon de Molina, padre, was a Filipino statesman, soldier, and politician who served as President of the Commonwealth of the Philippines from 1935 to 1944. He was the first Filipino to head a government of the entire Philippines, and is considered to have been the second president of the Philippines, after Emilio Aguinaldo. Quezon was a Spanish Filipino, with both his parents being Filipino mestizos. In the Philippines, Quezon was the first Senate president elected to the presidency, the first president elected through a national election, and the first incumbent to secure re-election. For pushing Commonwealth Act No. 184 that established the National Language Institute and a consequent Philippine national language, Quezon has been tagged as his country's father of the national language. During his presidency, Quezon tackled the problem of landless peasants in the countryside. His other major decisions include the reorganization of the island's military defense, approval of a recommendation for government reorganization, the promotion of settlement and development in Mindanao, dealing with the foreign stranglehold on Philippine trade and commerce, proposals for land reform, and opposing graft and corruption within the government. He established an exiled government in the U.S. with the outbreak of the war and the threat of Japanese invasion. It was during his exile in the U.S. that he died of tuberculosis at Saranac Lake, New York. He was buried in the Arlington National Cemetery until the end of World War II, when his remains were moved to Manila. His final resting place is the Quezon City Memorial Circle. In 2015, the board of the International Raoul Wallenberg Foundation approved a posthumously bestowal of the Wallenberg Medal upon President Quezon to the people of the Philippines for having reached out, between 1937 and 1941, to the victims of the Holocaust. President Benigno Aquino III and Maria Zenyaida Quezon Avancina, who is 94 years old and the daughter of the former president, were duly informed about this recognition. Early life careers. Quezon was born in Bela in the district of El Principe. His parents were Lucio Quezon and Maria Dolores Molina, both of whom were Spanish mestizos with distant ethnic Tagalog origins. His father was a primary grade school teacher from Paco, Manila, and a retired sergeant of the Spanish colonial army, while his mother was a primary grade school teacher in the hometown. Although both his parents must have contributed to his education, he received most of his primary education from the public school established by the Spanish government in his village, as part of the establishment of the free public education system in the Philippines, as he himself testified during his speech delivered in the House of Representatives of the United States during the discussion of Jones' bill. In 1914, he later boarded at the Colegio de San Juan de Letran, where he completed secondary school. In 1898, his father Lucio and his brother Pedro were ambushed and killed by armed men while on the way home to Bela from Nueva Ecija. Some historians believe they were murdered by bandits who also robbed them, while others believe the killings could have been related to the loyalty to the Spanish government. In 1899, Quezon cut short his law studies at the University of Santo Tomas in Manila to participate in the struggle for independence against the United States, led by Emilio Aguinaldo. During the Philippine-American War, he was an aide-de-camp to Emilio Aguinaldo. He rose to the rank of major and fought in the Bataan sector. However, after surrendering in 1900, wherein he made his first break in the American press, Quezon returned to the university and passed the bar examinations in 1903, achieving 4th place. He worked for a time as a clerk and surveyor, entering government service as an appointed fiscal for Mindoro and later Tayabas. He became a councillor and was elected governor of Tayabas in 1906 after a hard-fought election. Congressional career. House of Representatives. In 1907, he was elected to the First Philippine Assembly, later became the House of Representatives, where he served as Majority Floor Leader and Chairman of the Committee on Rules as well as the Chairman also of the Committee on Appropriations. From 1909 to 1916, he served as one of the Philippines' 2 resident commissioners to the U.S. House of Representatives, lobbying for the passage of the Philippine Autonomy Act, Jones Law. Senate. Quezon returned to Manila in 1916 to be elected into the Philippine Senate as senator and later elected by his peers as Senate President, serving continuously until 1935, becoming the longest serving. He headed the first independent mission to the U.S. Congress in 1919 and secured the passage of the Tidings-McDuffie Independence Law in 1934. In 1922, Quezon became the leader of the Nationalist Party Alliance. Personal life. Quezon was married to his first cousin, Aurora Aragon Quezon, on December 17, 1918. The couple had 4 children: Maria Aurora, baby Quezon; Maria Zenyaida, Nini Quezon Avancina; Luisa Corazon Paz, Nenita Quezon; and Manuel L. Nonong Quezon Jr. His adopted grandson, Manuel L. Manolo Quezon III, a prominent writer and current Undersecretary of the Presidential Communications Development and Strategic Planning Office, was named after him.